Hello YouTube, Crazy and Gary and Joe here with another video. Focus on some new comics I picked up this week. One that's about a week, 2 weeks old. We're going to start off with Facsimile of Crisis on Infinite Earths, number 11. And of course, this issue takes place right after the fight with the Anti-Monitor, the Spectre, and everybody wakes up the next day and they're on just one Earth, one universe. The multiverse is gone. What was really interesting in this is the whole story with Huntress. I always thought that was a good, her and Dick Grayson. But Superman of Earth 1 and Superman of Earth 2, Jay Garrick and Kid Flash go back to get over to Superman's planet. And it's gone. Nothing, just a void. It's all gone. But it just kind of continues what was going on right after that and how everything's just one Earth. I'm sure everybody who's watching this is familiar with the Crisis on Infinite Earths, but as you guys know, it's my favorite all-time series run. And at the end, they get transported into the antimatter universe. And that leads us into the final issue that comes out next month, issue number 12. Well, another great story by Wolfman, Ordway Perez. Great cover there. Of course, at the time, it was the 50 years of DC. Great cover. Kind of a little montage of what's going to happen. So that's a good find. That's out this week. Also, I don't know if this came, I think it came out today, but I needed it. Issue 5 of 6 with the Creature Commandos. This just kind of goes into the storyline of everybody's in the, trying to take on Brainiac. The Creature Commandos are in there and they just go nuts, ripping the shit out of people. And it's okay. The series is all right. I don't really. It's a nice little werewolf bit there, ripping some dudes. But I don't know. I'm not really into it. It's just the DC horror. It's okay. I'm just basically doing it to get the series. But it's all right. It's all right. And of course, the Brainiac doing what Brainiac does. So yeah, this came out, and also what's interesting is they give us a little preview of Absolute Flash. Which he's wondering, he made a mistake, he did something bad, what did he do? And you find out that it is actually Wally West. So yeah, great cover. Great cover there. You got them all just chilling out, doing their thing. I don't know. My favorite new book right now, my favorite new series, of course, is, and I've mentioned this a few times, this came out today, Batman and Robin Year 1, issue number 5. And this deals with kind of a no-brainer there who they're dealing with. And this one's really an interesting because it starts off Bruce picking Dick Grayson up because he was smart enough. Their teacher said something about a circus. This isn't a circus. And, you know, Flying Grace says he's from a circus, so he takes offense to that. Which, you know, is understandable. I love the artwork in this. I really do. And of course, this is Chris Samney and Matthews Lopez did the cover. Artist was Chris Samney in it. Writer was Mark Waid. And of course, you have the ad for the Warner Brothers tour, which I've been on. And it's exciting. So that was another one. This one came out a couple weeks ago. I was watching another comic book YouTube channel, and they were interviewing the Quatero Briggs, the writer of this book. It's by Mad Cave, issue number 1. And it's Kill Train. Indie comic here. It's a cool story. You have, kind of show you here. You have a kill train is in the subway. You got, I guess, a group of thugs come in there and just demolish the train, kill everybody inside there. But there was a little issue with that. You can see somebody getting it with a blade in that frame. And then it goes into Vanessa and Richard. They're dating. Vanessa is divorced. She's a writer. She has a daughter living with them. They live together, Richard and Vanessa. Vanessa has a daughter from a previous marriage. And she's going through a hard time because nobody's picking up her work. She can't find anybody to grab her pieces or give her any ideas that she's got. So she, she's got that struggle going on. She's got the struggle of living with this guy, with the daughter, and it's interesting because they have these cards with millets in it and money, and that's what you need. And Vanessa loses her taking her daughter to work or school, and she loses her taxi card, and everyone's telling her not to go on the subway, don't take the train. Well, she has no choice, so she gets on the train. She meets up an old friend from college. They start talking, talking about the problems, how work life's going. And then all of a sudden, kind of passes their stop. And guess what happens to Vanessa? She gets stuck on a kill train. And this is what she's got to deal with. It's gory. It's a horror comic. And here's the cover for the next. There's Vanessa right there, I imagine. Really good story. This is thumbs up. Really good. I like where this is going. And the writer, what else? She did a few other indie books. She was an actress. She wrote some teleplays for TV shows. She was going through a divorce at the time in her personal life with her. She's got a kid and dealing with all that. So, I mean, there you go. Art imitates life. So that's what she did. But really interesting. Mad Cave. This is issue number 1. Came out a couple weeks ago. Issue number 2 comes out this month sometime. I imagine next week. But I'm sure most comic shops, your local clam shops, as Higgy calls them. But yeah, so issue 2. Then there's another preview called Long Cold Winter. Francisca Perillo, Stefano Cardacelli. Looks kind of interesting. I like how comics are given previews. Actual, portions of the book. I mean, back in the old days, we had our checklist, and they'd have the checklist, and you'd have that good little 3-4 sentences letting us know what the issue is about. So this is kind of, since we're all visual learners nowadays. So yeah, and that one is called Long Cold Winter. I've really been looking into the independent comics here, companies like Mad Cave. I got a Dark Horse I'll be showing you guys here too. But yeah, Kill Train. Request, very good story. It's not sassy. It's not woke. It's a really good story. Then I picked up, since I'm really getting into this, probably my only Marvel title I'm reading right now. Issue number 7 came out of Werewolf by Night. You have here, I haven't New One World Under Doom. I don't know. Maybe I'll just wait my Mystic Emporium where I pick up my newer comics. Emily there, when the series comes out, she'll put all the books together and sell them. And I'll probably do that with that one. I did that with the Werewolf's Blood Hunt that Marvel had last year. But of course, you have Elsa Bloodstone. You got Jack, Russell, and they were both killed, supposedly, but Elsa's got the Bloodstone, so she can get out of that. And so she's looking for Jack, who got taken by Lilith, the demon Lilith. Took Jack to Transylvania to do some nastiness to him. And they come across another werewolf. And if you have the Blood Hunt one-shot, Werewolf by Night, it's that same werewolf, that same character who Elsa and Reptile, someone from the Avengers who can turn into like a T-Rex. And you also have Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe One Last Time. It's coming out. That's number 1, of course. So yeah, that's Elsa, Werewolf by Night, Lilith. We all know who Lilith is. Do you need I won't give you she was Adam's wife before Eve. And she wasn't too, subservient, I guess you want to say. So God felt that, Adam needed a good wife that's, his servant. And we know how that turned out. But in vampire lore, Lilith was a vampire that bit Cain and Abel, Adam and Eve's kid. I'm full of useless knowledge, folks. If you need me on a trivia, I'm there, dudes. Anyway, so there's Elsa. She gets out of her dead sleep. Bloodstone's kind of working to help her out. Oh, and then you also have Star Wars. There's a facsimile of the first Star Wars Marvel. Howard Chaykin, Roy Thomas. But there's Jack there. Dark Castle taken over by Lilith and her cronies. Ooh, got On the Hunt for Grand Admiral Thrawn, Ahsoka. I watched the Ahsoka show on Disney Plus. Best part was with Ray Stevenson, who sadly passed away. He was really good in that. And then Hayden Christensen came back as Anakin. And that was a very good scene. Very good. Watch that. If you're going to watch an episode of Ahsoka, watch the one episode that Hayden Christensen's on. And I didn't know this. You know what time it is. March 2025. We got The Thing coming out, number 1. It's clobbering time. Okay. Oh, and Werewolf by Night was written by Jason Liu. Sergio Davila did the pencils, and Alex Sinclair was the color artist. I don't mind it. The last issue number 6, was kind of, I didn't like the art that much in it. I like the old school looking, werewolf. I don't like the long frizzy hair kind of. See, I like that Werewolf by Night. That's the guy right there. But anyway, let me see here. Yeah, so here's the werewolf that I was talking about in the Blood Hunt one shot. Werewolf by Night, and then there is, I don't know if he's a mutant. Like I said, I'm not familiar with anything that's going on in modern Marvel, but that's him. I guess the Avengers called him in. There's a couple issues back. They were with Akira, or is it Akira? I believe. I can't remember. Savage Lands, yeah. So yeah, so then they get this gray werewolf, silver, white, whatever you want to call it. Capture him, so he will join them on their search for Jack, who's having a hard time with Lilith. Women can't live with them. So yeah, really good issue here. And then here's the cover of the next one. On sale in March. And you have Nick Fury versus Fin Fang Foom coming out. I believe the original Nick Fury right there. And last but not least, Dark Horse Comics came out with Let This One Be a Devil, a true weird story. It is written by James Tynion IV, Steve Fox. A lot of these guys were the same ones that, same team that worked with the Universal Horror. I showed you guys the Dracula, Frankenstein comics in a couple of my videos back, and the Creature from the Black Lagoon. So, yeah. I really like these guys. Their style. This takes place March 1909. And I like the artwork too. And doesn't really say where they're at, but you figure out. I did, because I'm a freaking nerd like that. Mom says, "Hey, Henry, go out and check out what's eating the chickens." So he goes out there and sees that, eating the chickens. What could that be? So then you got a little family struggly thing going on here, because I guess the father passed away, so the youngest son is going to go take over dad's job. The oldest son, Henry, Roy is the youngest son. Henry just got back. He's a writer. He's educated. So he goes into town. They start talking about some devil. And then it does the Leeds devil. See where I'm going? Then it shoots to 1735 in the Leeds household, where Yaphet and I can't remember her name. Deborah. Yaphet and Deborah Leeds. She's pregnant for the 13th time. And she's having a bad pregnancy. The pain is bad. She says, "Curse this child. The pain is horrible." And then she says, "Let this one be a devil." The baby is born. One of the Midwives drops the baby, and the baby's got a tail. So we all know that that's the Leeds Devil, otherwise known as the Jersey Devil, out in the Catskills or whatever. No, I don't remember. But then it's also got kind of this little story of little modern stories of Leeds Devil and stuff like that. So yeah, great cover. I recommend this too if you're into the ooh, there's a C. I recommend this too if you are into horror comics. And this is by Dark Horse. True Weird Story. I don't know how many issues this is going to be. The next one comes out March 26th. Little peek of the cover. So, yes. I know. I'm throwing on another video. I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to start having a Wednesday video just to show new. You know, I'm a lot of other people put out new videos or new comics. New comic book Wednesday. I'm going to too, damn it. So, that's my video for tonight. I hope everybody's safe. I know there's a lot of crazy weather out there. Out in the world. In our country. And be safe, stay dry, stay warm. If you're too hot, get yourself a lemonade or something. Be comfortable. Everybody be comfortable. That was sarcasm. But have a great night. I hope you have a good week. Don't forget, I have a live show Friday night at 8. Cheap Comic Collector Rob, I believe Easy Comic Reader will be there. Few others, I don't know. Who knows who shows up? Who knows? I don't care. Whoever shows up, shows up. Have yourself a great evening. Thank you, and I'll see you again very soon. And don't forget to tip your bartenders and waitresses. And remember, the 7:30 show is cleaner than the 9 o'clock. Got to watch out for them kids.